Welcome back to Mona's Take. I am your host, Monadrose, and we're here to talk about everything reality TV. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss anything I have coming up. Tonight's episode is going to be a recap of episode 1 on The Amazing Race. I am so excited to see this come back. I'm excited to see Claire and DX again on my TV screen. So stick around, we'll get right to it. People are acting on a whole nother level on that. So I can't wait to see that karma train coming through. Choo-choo. Mood of the day. Really? You gotta give us more credit than that. Some people, buckle up, buttercup. When someone shows you who they are, believe them. So, for The Amazing Race, they had a lot of firsts. They started in Germany. This is the first time they have not started in the United States. So they will start in Germany for October Beer Fest. Oktoberfest, I think is what they call it. Also, there will be no non-elimination checkpoints, which tells me that the season's going to be shorter. They only have 12 teams, so you figure that's 10 weeks maybe. 10 weeks in total. This is our first week, so 9 more weeks. So it doesn't seem like a very long season. I think that they're doing exactly what Survivor did and shortening the season, which I do not like. I like to see more teams. And I did like the non-elimination races because you never knew when they were going to come up. With the not having any non-elimination races, you come in last, you're going home. Another thing they did was scramble the challenges. They were given 3 different addresses for 3 different challenges that they had. 2 challenges were both competed, and then your roadblock where you had 1. But they were able to do it in any order that they wanted. All they were given was the 3 addresses. I like this. Number one, none of the racers know where they're at. They don't know if they're in first or they're in 10th because everybody's doing the different challenges at different times. You may see 1 or 2 teams, but you don't know where everybody else is at. It was also hard for us to keep up with as viewers on who was ahead. But I did like the fact that they just said, here, these are the 3 that you're doing on this. Meet you at the pit stop. That made for a very interesting night. One thing that I thought about is if they're having a shorter season because they're not having non-elimination rounds, why are they having a shorter season? Are the ratings down? Do they think this will help the ratings? You know, they supposedly got a reason for everything that they do. So it makes me wonder why, because usually they have, 4 non-elimination pit stops? If that's the case, this is shortened by 4 weeks. So, of all the places to be in October, I would guess that Germany would be the place to be for Oktoberfest. The one thing that I did notice is we didn't get to see a lot of Germany. And some of the other challenges that the Amazing Race has had, I think we get to see more of the countryside and more of the area. I didn't think we got to see a lot of that on this one. Maybe they'll stay in Germany, maybe they'll go somewhere else in Germany and we'll get to see different parts of it. But the 3 challenges that they had was roll, saw, and smash. In roll, they had to roll a beer keg around an obstacle course to the end where the other person did the obstacle course backwards, but they had to do it for under a minute. Their time had to be under a minute. The second one was saw a log. They both together had the big long saw. And what I did notice on that was the ones that were trying really hard on that, or pushing it really hard, trying to put a lot of energy in it, they didn't do as well on that specific challenge as the ones who took it slow and easy. Seemed to do a lot better. The third thing was smash, and they had to smash through an ice block to get one of the clues out. The 3 separate clues that they had made up an angel. And that's where Phil was for the checkpoint. I just want to say that for first place, I know my neighbors heard me yelling because Derek X and Claire took first place in this round. I was like, yes, yes. I love to see Claire winning. It was the same way on Big Brother. She's just so enthusiastic about winning. I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed seeing them on my screen again, big time. So they took first. Glinda, and I know I'm going to butcher some of these names. Glinda and Lumumba came in second. Quentin and Maddie came in third. Linton and Shariq came in fourth. Emily and Molly came in fifth. Marcus and Michael came in sixth. Tim and Rex came in seventh. Abby and Will came in ninth. Abby and Will came in eighth. Rich and Dom came in ninth. Lewis and Michelle came in 10th. Aubrey and David came in 11th. And Asta and Nina came in last, and they went home. I'm looking at the list, and from what I saw tonight, I usually like to watch one episode before I try to pick a favorite. Of course, we all know that Claire and DX are going to be my favorite this year because they are from Big Brother, and I love them. But I have 3 picks, and that would be Derek, X, and Claire. I can't quit calling him Derek X. It's just habit, or X. So you'll hear me calling him Derek X. For those of you who don't watch Big Brother, there were 2 Dereks in the house on his Big Brother season. So we called him Derek X. So they are my number 1 pick. Marcus and Michael, I really like them. They're military brothers. I come from a long line of military. My dad retired Air Force. My daughter's retired Air Force. My son-in-law's in the Air Force. My son was in the Army. So I come from a long line of military family. So I have to root for Marcus and Michael. My third choice is probably going to be Linton and Shariq. They're the father-son from Jamaica. I really like them. I think they have a really good personality, and I think they'll be fun to watch. Like I said, the scramble at the beginning of the race where they could go wherever they wanted, I really like that. That'd be neat if they do that for everyone, so that the other teams can't keep up with who is in what place. They're going to race just as hard if they don't see everybody and they don't know where everybody else is at. They're going to race harder than they would, per se, if they're all kind of together. I think that they don't race as hard. That makes sense. I don't know if that's where my brain's going. But I really liked it. So I really enjoyed the first episode. We will see how next week goes. If you are just now tuning in and you do not watch Survivor or Big Brother, I will let you know that I am having surgery on Tuesday for my shoulder. I will be out of the loop for probably at least a week, I'm thinking. So I will not have a video for the next Amazing Race that comes on, but I should have for the following. Barring any complications, I will be back to you guys just as quick as I can. So, I'm also doing Survivor. I am also going to be covering the challenge, season 38 MTV. That'll be starting on October 12th. I should be backing at it by then. Hoping everything goes well. So those are the 3 things I have in the work. We are finishing up Big Brother Sunday. This Sunday is the last show for Big Brother. I will be doing a live that night. But I think that I'm probably, if you're a Survivor fan, I think I'm going to be doing my lives on Wednesday nights, probably at 10:15, somewhere around in there. I'll have it scheduled. So that's all I have for you guys for this week. Let me know in the comments what you thought about the show, who's your pick, and we'll see you next time for the Amazing Race. And as always, much love.